summer home, I suppose you could call it. Hasn't been used since they had spider mite last time, which might have been last year, might have been the year before. So it's a little bit overgrown, but I think they'll enjoy that. So I've put some fresh water and food in. I've cleaned out the, surprisingly, although it's been empty all winter, it got full of leaves and stuff, and I've put some nice fresh shavings in there with lots of diatomaceous earth. And before I did all that, I sprayed it thoroughly with good old Mite, ready to use. I have some concentrate as well, which I'll use to fill that bottle up. That is badger damage. The badger is quite keen on getting to my chickens, as you can see by the way he's trying to get into the door. So, step 2, having prepared, tidied up their holiday home, as it were, is to take each chicken one by one, dust them with some diatomaceous earth. There we are. Rub it all over their little bodies and pop them in their temporary home. Then I will have all of that to completely empty. What I'm going to do is clean up this house, which has not been used for a while, and put that in so that I can take the red one out. I don't have to rely on absolutely cleaning every little nook and cranny. Having all these Eglus is kind of handy. I've got the outdoor run there where they've got somewhere to shelter. I've got that one, and then the walk-in run and the spare. Very handy when it comes to red spider mite. Oh, and yes, I've given up using the cube for chickens. I'm using it to protect my plants from deer. I never want to do dust. It's always going to be deer, isn't it? Here is beautiful Porsche. So, see if I can get the, there we are, so you can see all of my chickens. So, just rub the diatomaceous earth all over into our little armpits. There we go. A bit of a dusty job this. A little bit down her back as well, so that if there are any spider mites on her, this stuff causes them to dry out. Hold on. And I've got to do the other side. I have changed into some scruffy clothes, which I've got everything ready. I shall walk straight in through the utility room and put everything in the wash. There we go. Let's check your underside. Yeah, a little bit more on the bottom. Really want to get rid of those spider mites. So now they'll be going somewhere where there's no spider mites and they won't be introducing any. So that was the easy chicken. This one's a bit of a fight because she is top chicken and she's not going to appreciate having stuff rubbed all over her, but it's for her own good. Needs a bit more under. It's certainly blowing everywhere. Ooh. What's that on your bottom? Oh dear. Get that off. Ugh. Come on. Come on, darling. I've tied my hair back because these wretched little mites get everywhere. She's not going to put up with a lot of this. Not like... There we go, under your arms. There we are. I know. Let's have a look. Haven't got any around your bottom yet. I know you're not going to enjoy this. There we go. There we go. Oh, I dread to think how it's going to be for velvet. Let's. Well, that was a lot of squawking. Real squawky critter, this one. She is very unhappy. She is my least friendly girl. Still, now I've got her in my hands. I can have a good look at her. Check her feet are all right. You look okay? There you go. It's all right, darling. Yeah. I'm going to make you look a little bit odd. Yes, that's a good girl. Yeah. They do say that the more you handle your chickens, the more tame they become. That could be true. This one, when I got her, she seemed so gorgeous. Let's do some under your arms, under your wings rather. Anthropomorphizing the anatomy of a chicken here. Make sure, I know she's going to flap like crazy. There we go. Someone know I'm trying to do something kind of important to you, a bit. So look at your bottom. It's a little bottom. There we go. Oh, yeah. I think she's. Oh gosh, the sun's right in the way. I think she's come to the conclusion that she's stuck with me, so she's just giving up. Oh, and I've turned her a awful shade of grey. I'll show you my grey chicken. There we go. There we are, all grey. Poor old Velvet. Okie doke. Off to your holiday home. Right. Move the camera a bit so it's not quite so in the setting sun. Not really very good. Here's one of my beautiful little sable poots. Hello. It's just not doing very well with the sun, is it? Oh well, we'll sort that out later. You can still see the chicken, which is the important thing. There we go. And a good rub all over. And I might add, perhaps I should have mentioned earlier, you wear some really scruffy clothes. You wear your chicken clothes for this, because I am steadily getting covered in diatomaceous earth, as is my phone that I'm using to video this. That noise is the last chicken, her sister, who is jealous because they've all gone somewhere. She doesn't know where. In you go. There we go. There we are. A little bit. And then do your underside. Whoa. We don't like that. Don't like that. There we go. Now stop all this wriggling. Come on. There we go. Now you're looking good. There's one little bit under bottom. There we go. Sort of get it everywhere. They're so good. Beautiful chicken. Yes. Beautiful chicken. Off to join your sisters in the holiday home. So definitely tie your hair back and wear clothes that you don't mind getting dirty. So it doesn't take a lot of diatomaceous earth to do the chickens. It takes more to cover yourself, mind you, sort of, and the dusting place. But brilliant stuff. Well worth getting. You have to keep it quite sealed because I think it would go into a solid rot if it got damp. There they are, in their temporary little home. They're really enjoying it. Look at them. Are you having fun, girls? Yes, you are. Lots of worms to find and things to dig up. I think they'll be happy there for a few days. What I intend to do is to prepare the spare egg glue, spray the one that has the spider mite, red mite, not red spider mite, red mite. Spider mite's what you get on plants. So what I intend to do is to spray the red egg glue that has got the red mite in it tonight to kill everything. And then tomorrow I can clean it all out without worrying about the little creatures getting on my skin and in my hair and transferring them around because I read. So I've emptied this out into a bag. I can see one moving. There it is. That's a little one moving. I think the vast majority of them, look over here, I think they've clearly fed because they're dark, so they're full of blood, but they've died because they've come into contact with the vast quantities of diatomaceous earth with which I dust the coop all the time. So there's one there, it's just not moving. Oh, but that one is moving. So yeah, some of them are still alive. I will zap them all with my handy Smite. I will smite them, and then I'll leave it out in the sun, and then I'll give it a good old wash. There we go. Smite you. Death to all mites. So here we are, day 2 of red mite removal. So that's the pink eglus. Can need a bit of a clean, but I'll give that a clean when I'm jet washing the walk-in run. I've taken the whole of the eglu out. The tray and the roosting bars have been out all night. I sprayed them yesterday with anti-red mite spray, but there was still some alive today, so that's why I just want these well clear of where I'm going to be putting the chickens back. Chickens are having a nice time in their holiday home. Hello, chickies. I think they're a little bit surprised at the relative lack of space, aren't you, darlings? But I expect to be able to get them back in probably tomorrow or the next day. Right, I've emptied all the bedding and everything. I'm just about to jet wash the new one just to make sure, because it's been sat outside for a year or so, so it's just got a little bit superficially grubby with the eglu. And then here is the inside, which I'm going to give a good jet wash, let it dry, and then I'll put some Netex ground sanitizer on it to make sure that it stays nice and clean. I do love a good jet wash. So, nearly done. I've left them out to dry, and tomorrow they'll get the morning sun. Chickens are pretty happy still. And on the last and the most grotty bit of roosting bars, which had most of the red mite on it, this will be fun. They are all dead already now though. So I've just taken the eglu apart, and despite having jet washed it, there are still the crevices in front of the nest box where the nasty little red mites could have remained. So I guess I'm going to give it a hand wash, but the moral of this tale is dismantle everything. So here we are, day 3. I'm lucky it's been really sunny, and what I'm doing is I'm giving everything a good spray of this Smite stuff, so that, especially where I know that the little critters like to hang out, I've made all the little poopy tray and any nooks and crannies in the main body of the eglu. They've all been sprayed. I'll leave that out in the sun to dry a little bit more, then I'll put it together and pop it back in the walk-in run, which is now super duper clean. So this is the fun bit, putting it all back together. That's always where they accumulate, the little red mites, in an eglu, in my eglu anyway. Sometimes down here, if there's a sort of build-up, I was changing them weekly, but probably I got a bit complacent, and the red mite has struck. The other place they might hide is in here, but I've sprayed everything thoroughly with mite control, so should be just fine. Because of the coronavirus issue, it's only May. I couldn't get hold of any OBO's bedding, which I like the best. So instead, I've got this burley bed made of elephant grass. Takes a surprising amount of time to scatter it around. I carefully position all the logs to stop the flow in that direction, because this whole patio is on quite a steep slope, which means that everything ends up, as you can see, piled up at the end. I've got a little plank running along the back, which keeps the little drain clear, but I just leave the rest out there, because if I clear that, then all of this will just end up there before I know it. So this may be my mistake. Are they going to follow me? Come on, come on, come to a lovely home. And you ornery little black fella. Come on. Yeah, you're right at the head of the game here. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on, chickies. Come on. Oh, I've 3. Here you go, chickies. Here you go, chickies. Come on. Enter. There we go, into your new home. There we go. Oh, all over there. Come on, you two. Come on. Ah, I can see this is going to be a bit tiger soon. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on. Come on, there's good girls. Come on, good girls. Come in that direction. Come on. Good girls, come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. Yes. Okay. I've only got 4. 3 went in quite happily. Lulu was a little bit more recalcitrant. I had to pick her up. I seemed to like it though. And then Velvet decided that she would rather be back in the green igloo. So she went in through the open door. So I've shut her in, and when she goes to roost, I will just reach in and pick her up and, oh, maybe get her now. Oh, hello, Portia. Look at him. Lulu's in the igloo. Oh no, she's behind the igloo. Do you see her little head? They are enjoying their return, I think. Slightly rearranged. I thought it might be easier to get round if I moved the igloo to the side. We shall see.